What's happening, guys? Currently a Monday afternoon. Now I'm sitting at 3,593 hours. So I've just had a massive weekend of football. We'll get into it right now. So I'm sure you're all wondering, how did my trial run go on Thursday night with Australian second division side, Cairns FC? The coach was impressed with how I performed. I just played my simple one-touch, two-touch football. And I feel like that's what I was focusing on for the trial, you know, especially when you're getting up to that next level. You need to be moving that ball quicker, so speed of play is very important, and it was definitely a bigger step up in terms of quick thinking, speed of play, strength on the ball, a lot more talking. The whole session was a lot faster paced than my Comets team. I think I managed myself pretty well. I kept up with the pace, and like I said, the coach said he was impressed with what he saw with myself and two other trialists. And at the end of the training session, he came up and he said, look, I was really impressed with what I saw. You know, I can tell you've got the hunger for the game. You got the technical ability as well. I want you to come on to the bench on Saturday and sit on the bench for us against Southwest Queensland Thunder. You know, at that point, I was absolutely stoked. Like, this is what I've been waiting for. All this training, all this preparation. This is exactly what I've been waiting for. And finally, an opportunity to prove myself at a higher level, which is what I need. I need to challenge myself further if I want to improve as a player. The real question is, have I signed with the new team? Have I signed on with Cairns FC? And the short answer is yes, but there is a lot more that goes into it. There's a lot of complications that goes behind it. So it's not your typical signing. You know, I moved from one team into another, and you know, you have a sign-on day and contracts and rah. In this case, it's not. So just bear with me for a second as I explain the whole second division or NPL system in Queensland anyway. So they have this, it's called like a guest list, and you get like 6 players that you can recruit from the local leagues to jump up and play that second division level. You know, if that team needs some players or a bit more squad depth, they can call on some of the local players, the top local players, to step up and play in the second division. Now, yes, that does mean I'm a dual registered player. So I'm still registered with Southside Comets, and I'm still registered with Cairns FC. Now, how this works is, say if I'm not getting enough game time with Cairns FC, Cairns can say, hey Kay, we want to loan you back to the Comets for this week or 2 weeks, however long it is. And say if I got injured, I was performing well at Cairns FC, you know, and I was coming back from rehab and my injury, maybe for 4 weeks, Cairns FC coach might say, hey, go play the Comets, get some match fitness up, get touches on the ball, and you know, we'll monitor your progress for the 4 weeks, etc. etc. That's just an example. You kind of get what I mean. Yeah, like, it's a bit weird, but in a way it's beneficial for myself as a player who may be a fringe player in the Cairns FC squad. You know, I'm always getting game time. That's the benefit of it, you know, whereas if you just sign a contract with a singular team and I'm not dual registered, then, you know, if you're not good enough and you're on the fringe and you're on the bench all the time, you're not getting that game time that you really need to improve. But yeah, I hope that made sense, and that's where I'm at the moment. I'm a dual registered player. I've signed on with Cairns FC and I'm still signed on with Southside Comets, which is absolutely absurd and absolutely amazing. Anyway, so going back to Thursday night with the coach, so like I said, he did mention, you know, I'll be sitting on the bench. I might come on for like the last 5-10 minutes of the game. Now, fast forward to Saturday afternoon. So we headed into Barlow Park, which is the stadium where we play at in Cairns. Honestly, as soon as I walked in, like, it's just a whole new experience. It's almost like a professional experience. It's just hard to explain. Like, you know, you walk in, you've got this massive dressing room, a massive tunnel you walk out on, you know, before the game starts. Like, it's just a surreal experience. I mean, we went in, we had a physio on site, 2 massage therapists. You know, if you need a rub down before the game, you've got food, and got, coaches there doing his tactics and his board and that. And anyway, so I went in, and then we ended up going upstairs into my coach's office, where he supplied us with our kits, our warm-up gear, away kit gear, training gear, and in that moment when getting the kit, and I mean, I got the number 7 shirt as well. So, and in that moment, I was thinking, wow, this is actually happening. This is real. So anyway, went back down into the tunnel, into the dressing room, spent, whatever we needed to get ready, static stretches, activating certain muscles, foam rolling, etc. He was doing the lineup, the coach was doing the lineup on the tactics board, and, I was on the bench, and it was actually one of the centre midfielders. He was having a bit of a niggle back on Thursday night, and he wasn't sure if he was going to play. So at this point, everyone's assuming, yeah, he's going to play. So he had a warm up with the physio who assessed him for about 10-15 minutes, and he came back in and told the coach, look, I'm out, like I'm gone, I can't play. He called me over, and we went to like this secluded room, and he said, look, I'm just pulled up injured, I'm going to start you. How do you feel about that? How are you feeling? In that moment, I just paused for a few seconds. I was thinking, oh, what? Like, yes, of course, I'm ready. I want to do this. And it was kind of like, it was a confident yes, but it was also a nerve-wracking yes as well, not knowing, what's going to happen. Like, in that point, I was still pinching myself, like, wow, he's actually asking me to start. From then on, my mindset just like shifted so dramatically. I was going from, oh yeah, I'll just sit on the bench, get the experience, but no, actually starting an NPL game was absolutely insane. And the whole team was really encouraging and really welcoming, which eased my nerves quite a lot, and that really helped. Anyway, so we had the team talk about tactics, how they're going to play, and our coach was analysing their videos, and we worked on, certain dynamics and tactical positioning. We went out for our warm-up on the main field, and oh my gosh, the grass was so smooth. That type of grass that you see in the Premier League, where there's no ditches at all. It's just so like smooth, like it was crazy. Anyway, so we went back in the tunnel after our warm-up, and the coach pulled me aside. Okay, this is what you got to do for defensive corners, attacking corners. If you hold certain hand signals up, this is where you got to move. There were so many tactical variables that I had to remember, and honestly, some of it was overwhelming. But anyway, it was time for the game. In the tunnel, we walked out to the crowd cheering on, and it was insane. Like, it was just such a professional experience. So we went out, they had over the PA, yelling out the names of the players. It was crazy. In terms of my performance, I don't think I was, I didn't exceptionally play well. I think honestly, like, I played very nervously and very carefully. And honestly, I reckon if I just talked a lot more and moved a lot more, I could have got myself in better positions to receive the ball. I played a defensive midfielder, so again, the number 6. When I was in possession of the ball, I think I had an average game. Like, I just did the simple things. But defensively, I think my positioning was, pretty good, especially considering I've never played for this team before. I've only had one training session. So fast forward to the end of the game, we ended up winning 2-1. But I'll tell you what, the speed of play was absolutely insane. Like, it's definitely a big step up from the local leagues. My legs were dead. I got a lot of bruises and knocks. Strength and the physicality was such a big step up, such a big difference. But the experience doesn't stop there. So at the end of the game, you get to sign autographs with fans, high-fiving fans, having photos with fans. It was crazy. Like, even post-game, the coach called me up and said, hey Nath, the media want to do a post-match interview with you. Can you meet us up in the media room? I was thinking, what, you have a media room? Like, anyway, so I got changed right to the media room. There's about 5 guys, I think, 5 people with cameras, journalists and microphones and lighting, and it was just overwhelming. And I think the media representative for Cairns, she said, look, if there's any questions that you don't want to answer, don't answer them, just look confident, put a smile on your face, sit like this, speak nice and clearly and loudly. I was almost more nervous for the post-match interview as opposed to the actual game, but I think me doing these vlogs as well, it helps me because I'm talking in front of a camera. I don't have to take like 2 or 3 goes, I don't have to stutter, so the press conference went smoothly. Overall, it was just such a professional experience. It's definitely a night that I'll remember for the rest of my life. This means so much to me, putting all this effort, all this training, 3,500 hours of training for this night, and a night that I'll never forget. And holy, it was worth it. Those 3,500 hours, absolutely worth it, 100%. I'd do it all over again. I think the good thing is, moving forward with Cairns FC, is I'm coming into a team where I'm not necessarily one of the top players anymore. I'm on the fringes. I'm a squad player, bench player maybe. Like I don't know. It's always good to challenge yourself, and being such a fringe player in the team, there's a lot of room to make it up, to being one of the better players in the team. I can learn so much from the players who have been playing second division for, some in 5-6 years. Yeah, overall, I'm so grateful for this opportunity, and this is just a testament, guys. I'm documenting this, all the training hours, all the preparation. You need to do it if you want to make it to the next level. Don't just talk about it. Don't say, yeah, I want to play professionally, I want to do this, I want to do that, and if you don't train, then it's not going to happen. This is exactly why I started the 10,000 hours project. I want to document my experience, my footballing experience, and show it to you guys, and show the raw emotion, show the news, show the progress that I'm making, show that training individually and training in general, showing the hard work, dedication, it's gonna get you places. I'm trying to give you that extra push, getting past that talk, actually performing and walking the walk and doing the hard work, sweating and making sacrifices for what you truly want in life. I mean, this is it, guys. Playing second division, it's a semi-professional level. This is it, and this is what 3,500 hours of training can do for you. And this is just the start for me, guys. This is the opportunity that I've been waiting for. And for those of you out there that want to be playing at that next level, hopefully this is a testament to you guys, and hopefully this shows you that you really do need commitment, discipline, patience, intensity in your training. And you just got to stick with it, be resilient. And trust me, guys, if you do those things, you will get results. I'm a living testament of this. I'm documenting this. So for those of you out there who may be watching this the next couple of years, couple of months, whenever, there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, is to legitimately believe in yourself. Actually put in the sacrifices to get where you want to be. Anyways, I'm going to sign off there, guys. I've got team training tonight with Cairns FC later on. I'm going to do a general conditioning session today, no individual training. My legs are still very sore from that game on Saturday night, so you'll be seeing a quick time lapse of my general conditioning, my flexibility, stability, coordination session. But yeah, I'm in a good space at the moment. I'm feeling very positive, and like I said, this is just the start. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next vlog. I'll catch you later.